Look at how beautiful this is. Everything is just covered in snow. Just feels like the village is sleeping and the forest is sleeping underneath the snow. We've had a lot of snow in the past few days. Very lucky. It's perfect timing for Christmas. And one of the subscribers had requested that I should do a walk through the forest when it snows. So here we are. Look at how gorgeous everything is. I wish I would have come out here yesterday because it was even more capped in snow. All the trees were just completely covered in white. And then the sun came out, so the snow started melting. So now the trees have white on them, but they're not completely covered in snow. But regardless, it is beautiful and I'm grateful for it. So we're gonna go through the forest. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when it's covered in snow. So this is the first snowfall or first significant snowfall of the season. So this is all new to me as well. Look how beautiful that is. It's so peaceful and quiet. Absolutely breathtaking. It always amazes me that something so simple as snow, which is basically just frozen water, can make us so happy. Well, it makes me very happy. I'm sure there are people out there that find snow annoying. I mean, maybe if you live through it all your life, but I don't know. I don't think I could ever get over this. Look at how gorgeous everything is. I don't think I could ever get over snow. I'm not a huge fan of rain, but it could literally snow every day of my entire life and I think I'd be okay with it, as long as I see some blue skies in between. Maybe that's a far stretch, but at least through the winter, I think it makes winter so nice. When it's snowing, it's just so beautiful. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it, so I appreciate it more. I don't know. I just love snow. So now the snow is falling from the trees. As the wind kicks in, the snow that's sitting up on the trees is falling down. So it almost looks like it's snowing, but it's actually not snowing. So going back to something so simple, right? Like snow is just frozen water that makes everything so beautiful and makes your heart warm. I mean, cold snow makes your heart warm. And you guys get the message. And I've said this before, I've come to find out through my life that small things that may not hold a monetary value are sometimes the things that make you the most happy. We're not even gone yet to California. I feel like I'm already missing this. Jim Carrey once said, I think everyone should get rich and famous and do everything that they ever dreamed of doing so they can see it's not the answer. Let's talk about that today as I walk through the forest and show you guys the forest in the snow. A lot of us are conditioned from a very young life to chase after success, and we measure success by wealth. Here is a pond. Sorry, I always get distracted so much. Here is a pond which is covered in snow completely. It's frozen over. Okay, back to our thoughts. So we're conditioned to achieve success, and we're also conditioned to measure success by wealth. Especially growing up in the USA, the big American dream was, oh, here's another pond. Sorry, you guys, I get so distracted. Look at that. It's completely frozen over. I wonder if I could do... I wish I had ice skates. Probably not a good idea because I'd probably fall through. But it's definitely solid, frozen through. It'd be so nice to come out here and ice skate and surrounded by these trees. Growing up in the USA, I was trained to think of success as far as how much wealth would you accumulate. That was a big American dream. That is still a big American dream. And I hope it's changing, but I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember all my friends, everyone around me, everyone wanted to be a millionaire. That was like the thing. Everyone wanted to be a millionaire and have a fancy car and have a huge mansion. That was the dream that every kid had. We just wanted to be rich. We were never taught to be happy because we assumed that money would bring happiness. And as you get older, you realize, well, that's really not the case. A lot of people think that once I accumulate wealth and I'm successful in the money department, that I will eventually be happy with myself. And then they come to realize when they do accumulate the wealth that that's not the case. Money doesn't bring you happiness. Really, nothing does. Only you yourself, you bring yourself happiness. So that's something you have to work on yourself. There's no external factor that will bring you happiness. Not to say that money is not important, because money does amazing things. Money can buy you nice things. Money can buy you nice clothes. Money can buy you nice experiences by going to nice vacations. Without money, those things will not be possible. But will those things bring you happiness? That's what I'm talking about. And the answer is no, they will not bring you happiness. They will bring you joy for a moment, for a short-lived moment. You know, for example, if you get a nice car, fancy car, you'll drive it, you'll be happy with it for a month, 2 months, 6 months. But after that, it just becomes like any other thing. You get used to it. Same thing living in a big fancy house. You will enjoy it for maybe a few months, a year, 2 years. Then you get used to it. Then you want something bigger and more. That's just our human nature. But if we try to change that and try to get to the core of what will make us happy, permanently happy, emotionally happy, the answer is only within us. Only we can make ourselves happy. Look at this. And this is the same path as last time, and it looks so different, like completely different. Reminds me of that movie Narnia. I feel like I'm in a completely different world. So a lot of people will chase after money or wealth because for a lot of people that are unhappy in their young life or feel insecure about something, they want to change that about themselves. They feel that gaining wealth will give them happiness in their own self. It'll change them as a person because people will perceive them differently. So a lot of people end up chasing after wealth to get away from their own insecurities. But the fact is, those insecurities will follow you. Even if you have, you know, $2 million sitting in your bank account or $1 billion sitting in your bank account, if you don't deal with those insecurities yourself, if you don't change the outlook that you have of your own self, those insecurities will follow you no matter where you go. So the point is that money or wealth, it will not change you as a person. It will change certain habits that you have, but your emotional self, your inner self, will never be changed unless you actively work out your issues, go after wealth or success the right way. And that's what I also want to talk to you guys about, is what is the right way? You know, because there is a right way to chase after wealth. I've learned this the hard way, that if you chase only wealth, yes, of course, you can acquire money, you can acquire wealth, but you lose your happiness along the way. The true wealth is when you find your space in this world, when you find your space, your peace, peaceful space in this chaotic world that we live in. That is the true wealth. And once you chase after that and marriage it with money, then I think that's when you really gain success in your life. Some people grind themselves working away at a job only for the reason of making money. It gives them a lot of good opportunity to make money. They become CEOs or executives, but they give away so much of their life, and in return they don't receive that fulfillment, that happiness. So to be fulfilled, you need to fulfill your heart. You need to fulfill your mind, which results in our happiness. For me, the key was finding my purpose and passion, marrying them both together. And once I did that, it gave me happiness. We have just come to the end of this trail. I'm gonna go make a right and we'll walk through a different trail. Here the forest kind of opens up. It kind of connects to the next forest. So last time, if you guys joined me, you guys probably heard a lot of noise in the background. And that's because there were chopping wood, there were trucks out here that were hauling wood. That's why it wasn't as peaceful. But today, it's just pin drop silent. I love the gray sky and the white snow. There's just something so special about this. So special. Out that way, there is a little hut. Someone has built a little hut in the forest. And it's so sweet. It has a little outhouse. It has a little outdoor kitchen. No electricity. It is just so beautiful. The way someone built this is so beautiful. You could tell they have the love for the outdoors. I would love to go see the inside of it. If I ever get an opportunity, I will take you guys along to show you inside of that little hut. And I will go this way when I start heading towards home. So let's keep walking this way. And another key factor throughout all of this is to always remain authentic and true to yourself, because only then you will find happiness. Only then you will feel happiness. Only then you will recognize happiness. A couple of videos ago, that was the message, is to be authentic to yourself. You know, don't do it for anyone else, because if you're trying to be authentic to show people that you're being authentic, that doesn't really work. You need to be authentic to yourself. Once we are authentic to ourselves, we are automatically authentic to other people. And this is what the world really needs right now, is more authentic people. Authenticity and transparency is also one of the key factors to success these days, which I think is a wonderful thing. So this is my favorite part of the trail because it's kind of untouched. No one ever really comes here. I would love to go in here, but the problem with this is that there's really no trail, and with the snow, I just don't know what I'm stepping on. I have many times almost sprained an ankle by running through here, so that's why I no longer run through the forest, even though it's beautiful, peaceful, but I feel like it's unstraining. Running is very therapeutic to me, so if I have to always watch my step and see what I step on, it kind of loses that meditation feeling that I feel when I run. So hopefully I showed you guys enough of the forest, and I hope this heightens your holiday mood. If you celebrate Christmas, then the Christmas mood. I'm gonna go back home now. We're going to decorate the Christmas tree. We bought it yesterday. So we're going to decorate the Christmas tree. We have family coming over for dinner, so we're going to enjoy some family time. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.